This is a presentation on HTTPS, that is Secure Hypertext Markup Protocol. It is application layer protocol. It is used for secure communication over a computer network, and it is widely used on the internet. As the name suggests, the HTTPS is secure version of HTTP. In HTTPS, the communication protocol is encrypted using TLS, that is Transport Layer Security. The protocol is therefore also referred to as HTTP over TLS. HTTP is the most widely used protocol. It is used for viewing web pages on the internet. When you type any website URL on your web browser, you will find that HTTP or HTTPS is automatically added at the beginning of the URL. This indicates that HTTP protocol is used to retrieve the website. In standard HTTP, the information is sent in clear text. This makes the communication vulnerable because a hacker can easily fetch the data that you are exchanging. So it is used in regular web browsing, where you don't need to share important information like your password, credit card information. But if you have to type sensitive information like your name, password, bank information, the data will be traveling across the public internet to get to the web browser. So data might get stolen. So in HTTPS, the data that is being retrieved by HTTP is encrypted. If we type URL of Bhabha Atomic Research Center, that is www.brc.gov.in, then you will find that HTTP is automatically added. It even shows that site is not secure because we are not really entering any data. So this site is still running on HTTP protocol. But if you visit any bank website where you have to enter sensitive information, like if you go to ICICI Bank website, you will find that HTTPS is automatically added at the beginning of URL. Now HTTPS URLs use port 443 by default, whereas HTTP use the port number 80 by default. Now, what is the history of HTTPS? The Netscape Communications created HTTPS in 1994 for its Netscape Navigator web browser. HTTPS was used with SSL, that is Secure Socket Layer Protocol. SSL evolved into TLS, that is Transport Layer Security. Now, in February 2018, Google announced that the Chrome web browser would mark HTTP sites as not secure after July 2018. So this move was to encourage the website owners to implement HTTPS as an effort to make www, that is World Wide Web, more secure. HTTPS connection guarantees three things, that is confidentiality, authenticity, and integrity. The visitor's connection is encrypted, the URLs is obscured, and the cookies and other sensitive metadata is obscured. HTTPS also guarantees authenticity, that is the visitor is talking to the real website. It's not there is no person in the middle, or there is no impersonator. The visitor is directly interacting with the real website. It also ensures integrity, that is the data sent between the visitor and the website will not be tampered or modified. Now, what information does HTTPS protects? HTTPS encrypts entire HTTP request and response, but DNS resolution and connection setup can reveal some data, such as a full domain or subdomain, and the originating IP address also. Now, attackers can still analyze encrypted HTTPS traffic for side information like the time spent on the site or the relative size of input. How does HTTPS work? The server and client still speak exactly the same HTTP to each other, but over a secure SSL connection that encrypts and decrypts the request and responses. The SSL layer has two main purposes, that is verifying that you are talking directly to the server, ensuring that only server can read what you send to it and you can read what the server sends back. Now the clever part is that anyone can intercept each and every message that you send to the server, even the messages that are encrypted, but still not able to read any of the actual data that you send. Now how SSL connection is established. SSL connection between client and server is set up by a handshake. The goal of this handshake are to satisfy that the client is talking to the right server, and for the parties to have agreed on the cipher suite, which includes which encryption algorithm they will use to exchange the data, for parties to have agreed on any necessary keys for this algorithm. Once the connection is established, both the parties can use the agreed algorithm and keys to securely send messages to each other. Handshake can be broken down into three phases, that is hello phase, certificate exchange phase, and key exchange phase. In the hello phase, the handshake begins with client sending a client hello message. This message contains all the information the server needs to know in order to connect to the client via SSL, including a cipher suites, the maximum SSL version that it supports. Now the server responds with the server hello, which contains similar information required by the client, including a decision based on client's preference about the cipher suite and version of SSL will be used. Now the second phase is a certificate exchange phase. Now after the contact has been established, the server has to prove its identity to the client. To achieve this, SSL certificate is used. It's just like its passport. An SSL certificate contains various data like the owner, the property it is attached to, the certificate's public key, a digital signature, information about certificate's validity dates. The client has to check that the certificate is trusted. It is verified by the certificate authorities. And now the third phase is key exchange phase. The encryption of actual message data exchanged by the client and the server will be done using symmetric algorithm, the exact nature of which was already agreed during hello phase. A symmetric algorithm uses single key for both encryption and decryption, in contrast to the asymmetric algorithm that requires public and private key pair. Both parties need to agree on this single symmetric key, a process that is accomplished securely using asymmetric encryption and servers' public private keys. The client generates a random key to be used for main asymmetric algorithm. It encrypts it using an algorithm which is agreed upon during hello phase and server's public key. It sends the encrypted key to the server where it is decrypted using server's private key. Now the handshake part is complete. Now the connection is established. Now the parties have secretly agreed upon a key to symmetrically encrypt the data that they are about to send to each other. HTTP requests and responses can be sent by forming a plain text message, then encrypting and sending it. The other party is the only one who knows how to decrypt this message, and so the man in the middle attackers are unable to read or modify the request that they may intercept. Now in the security system of SSL, the two keys that are used are private and public key. So in private key, this key is controlled by the owner of the website and it is kept private. This key lives on the web server and it is used to decrypt information that is encrypted by public key. And the public key is available to everyone who wants to interact with the server in a way that is and the public key is available to everyone who wants to interact with the server. The information that's encrypted by the public key can only be decrypted by the private key. With the use of HTTPS, the traffic is encrypted in such a way that if the packets are sniffed or intercepted, then they will come across as nonsensical characters. Like in this example, this is the message before encryption, and this is the message after encryption. In websites, the websites that doesn't use HTTPS, it is possible for the internet service provider or other intermediaries to inject content into web pages without the approval of the website owner. This commonly takes place in form of advertisement, where the ISP looking to increase the revenue injects paid advertisement into the web pages of their customer. HTTPS eliminates the ability of unmoderated third parties to inject advertisement into the web content. One of the main benefits of HTTPS is that it adds security and trust. It protects the user against man in the middle attacks. So it becomes very important for the website owner to integrate HTTPS in their website. HTTPS is valuable because it protects all the communications and customer information. It also works to legitimize any site that uses it, because businesses that use HTTPS can be verified. In the case of any e-commerce site in particular, customers may feel safer to shop there. HTTPS prevents intruder from tampering with the communication between your websites and your user's browser.